The experience working with our athletes, actually any time with the Special Olympics, it's always really satisfying, and the athletes are some of the most enthusiastic, motivated and excited athletes that any individual can ever work with. And so it's always a pleasure to work with them. Well, our athletes are very involved, very active members of the community, and they really are involved in work, sport, training, life. And so sometimes it can be hard when you're that involved to actually sit down and focus on your health. And so those are some of the things that we like to identify with the athletes, is to see if there's different sort of changes that we can make that will optimize their health and their well-being moving forward. Athletes, I think, have a really good baseline understanding of what is needed for health. And a lot of times they just need encouragement and motivation. So it always makes me really excited when athletes are doing the right thing. For example, I just spoke with an athlete that's involved with our Train for Life program, which is a personal fitness and training program. And I gave him different sort of advice of different strategies that he could undertake. And he already knew all of these strategies just because he's involved in the program. So they're very informed, they're very educated, but it's nice to give them reinforcement that they're doing all of the right things in terms of optimizing their health. And a part of it is is friendly or encouraged competition. And so we are keeping a leadership board so athletes can track their progress compared to teammates and other sort of individuals. And so it just gives motivation to encourage higher physical fitness moving forward. It's incredibly important because what we see is that individuals that have intellectual disabilities, even if you account for comorbidities, so things like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other sort of things, we find that individuals with intellectual disabilities tend to have higher mortality rates. And part of the concern for why that is engagement with healthcare systems. And so that is one of the things that we're trying to address through the Special Olympics, is actually bring these healthcare services to the athletes to make sure that they're engaged, that they're screened, and then also that they have individuals that are comfortable treating those with intellectual disabilities, give them advice and recommendations moving forward. I will tell you, with me being a sports medicine physician, I have worked with athletes on all different levels. So I work with high school, collegiate, professional age athletes, and I will find that the Special Olympics athletes are the most motivated and the most excited about their participation. So any volunteer that comes and works with them will find that it's a very gratifying experience.